Hi, in this video we will be discussing GMAT Official Guide 2017th edition Quant Problem Solving question number 22. Let's have a look at this question. If you look at this question, the question says if k square is equal to m square, which of the following must be true? So basically this is a must be question. So any must be or could be type of question is always better to solve the question using plugging in. So let's see what is the plugging in way of solving this question, but also later part we will discuss what is the math behind this. So before we start doing plugging in, let's see what is the expression given here. The expression given here is k square is equal to m square. So basically here many students thinking about taking the square root, don't take it. Taking square root will give you only one value. It's not going to give you all the values. Okay, taking the square root will give only the positive value here. So let's try to bring the m square to the left hand side. So k square minus m square is equal to 0. So this looks like a square minus b square algebraic expression, where a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. So likewise k square minus m square will be nothing but k plus m into k minus m, which is equal to 0. Now we can write this as k is equal to plus or minus m. So once we know that k is equal to plus or minus 1, it's easy to plug in now. We can plug in some k value. Say if we plug k as 1, we can also plug m as 1. We can also pick k as, we have multiple options. We can pick k as minus 1 and m as 1, or k as 1 and m as minus 1, or k as minus 1 as well as m as minus 1. So we have these 4 different options. Let's try first with k as 1 and m as 1. If k is 1, m has to be 1. Let's check whether which option matches it. So very important also to know it must be. Must be means always true. Okay, so we have to check for all the 4 possibilities. For one set, if it is working, doesn't mean that it will work always. But if one set, if it doesn't work, we can eliminate it, because it has to be always true. So it has to be true for all the set of values. So k is equal to 1 means m is equal to 1. So answer option A works. But answer option B, k is equal to minus m. So k is equal to 1 and m is 1. No, it's not working. Right, so eliminate. K is equal to 1 and m is 1. Yes, makes sense. K is equal to 1 and m is equal to minus modulus of m. Again, it's negative. So you put 1 here, minus 1 m comes as minus 1, so which is not possible. Answer choice E. Okay, k is 1 and m is also 1. So makes sense. Cool. Okay, so answer choice E, C and A right now holds on for k is equal to 1 and m is equal to 1. Let's go to the next one, which is k is equal to minus 1 and m is equal to 1. So remember that which is already eliminated is eliminated. You no need to check again that. So now if we go to the first one, if k is equal to 1, k is equal to minus 1, m also has to be equal to minus 1, which is not true here because k is minus 1, m is 1 here. So eliminate answer choice A. And they say next one, modulus of m, right? K is equal to minus 1 means modulus of m also comes as minus 1, but here I have m as 1, which is not true. So eliminate answer choice C. So in that case, if you have eliminated 4 answer choices, answer has to be E, because any one has to be the answer. Just check it anyways, right? K is, if you substitute as 1 here, then minus 1 becomes plus 1 and m is also 1, so m E1 equal to 1, so both are true. So answer is E, so you can eliminate the remaining answer choices. Now let's try to see what is the math behind this question. Here the math would be knowing the definition of the modulus. Knowing the definition of the modulus as well as any other function which is much more closer to the modulus of the function. So here, what is the definition of the modulus? So the modulus definition would be what? Say modulus of x, if at all, if I am saying modulus of x is equal to a, then x will be equal to plus a whenever x is greater than or equal to 0. And x is equal to minus a whenever x is less than 0. So that is, modulus of any function is always non-negative, but the x could be the inside part, whatever the input which you put, it could be either positive or negative. So this function is as similar to the function square root of x square. Modulus of x and square root of x square both are one and the same function, because it gives you the same definition for the function. It defines the same function. Say for an example here, in the square root of x square, if at all, if I write this as square root of x square is equal to a, then x would be equal to a whenever x is greater than or equal to 0. X would be equal to minus a whenever x is less than 0. So if at all still you are not convinced, you can pick some number, say square root of x as say minus 5. If you put x as minus 5, right, still you will get the result as minus 5 the whole square, minus minus get positive, because you are squaring, the outcome is going to be positive 5. If you put positive 5 also, as usual you are going to get the outcome as 5 only. So basically both these functions, square root of x square and modulus of x, remains the same function. So both are one and the same function. So whenever you see a modulus or square, anything squared on both sides, always we can replace it using the modulus function. So for an example, right, how to relate this with the question, here k square and m square, if you basically write, I can write this as taking square root, because both the sides are positive, I can write like this, square root of k square is equal to square root of n square. Now this is function, square root of k square function is nothing but modulus of k, because square root and the modulus function both are one and the same. Similarly, and we can write this as square root of m square as modulus of m. So now bingo, now you got the option which is exactly matches to this answer choice E. All the other answer choice will not cover one or the other, but answer choice E will cover all the possibilities. So basically remember that even for the DS 700 level questions going forward, you would find this particular expression which is much more helpful for you to solve, that is square root of x square and modulus of x, both are one and the same function. You can replace, say suppose if you see something a square root question and a x square inside, you can replace that with the modulus of x, or you see a modulus and you want to replace this with square root of x square, you can do that. But remember that doing that should help you solving the question a little bit better, that is trying to reduce the calculation. Here it helps us to map to the answer choices, so replacing this function with this helps. So answer has to be E. I hope the definition is clear, right? Going forward in the coming question, we will see much more about this. We can see a lot more examples of this sort. Thank you.